Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Sunita Punjabi, your brain coach. So, one of the things that I realized is happening a lot, and I wanted to share some tips on this, is we're tending to get caught up in depressive thoughts. We're tending to get caught up in hopeless emotions or feelings of frustration with what is going on in the world, with our pandemic, with the political upheaval, with just the media telling us all this information and really disturbing our sense of balance. One of the things I do very often in my workshops is a very powerful experiment, and we're going to do it right now. Now, what I'm about to do is experiential. So I would really, I'm going to ask you for 30 seconds of quiet time while we do this. So stay with me for 30 seconds, okay? And during that time, try not to talk or engage, just sit. And what I want you to do is I want you to listen to the voice in your head. And if you say, "What voice in my head?" that's the voice. Okay, so here we go. 30 seconds. Listen to the conversation. Only I will talk. Hamburger. Dinner. Shampoo. Breakfast. Okay. Did you hear conversations or did you get images in your head when I said shampoo? What was there a visual? Was there a conversation? Oh, I'm out of shampoo, or that's blue, or was there something? Just notice. And if you didn't notice the conversation in your head, let me know. You should have heard voices or images in your head. That is your brain doing its job. Our brain is constantly analyzing. What is she about to do? What was she going to do? What does this mean? What it's constantly sorting things out. Now, why this is important is what I'm about to tell you is if you notice the voice in your head, there was a talking. If you observed it, and I want you to imagine this is the observer and there's this talking, okay? If you can observe the talking, who are you? You're the observer. See, I'm sitting here and I can't see my glasses. I'm wearing my glasses, but when I take them off and I can look at them, I know I am not my glasses because I can see them in front of me. If you can observe the conversation in your head, you are not the conversation in your head. And your brain does not want you to remember this. The brain takes value in having an identity. The brain wants you to think you are fixed. So it wants you to think you are shy or happy or sad. The truth is, your emotions and your thoughts are just something you're wearing. It's not who you are. This is really important, especially if you're frustrated or having negative emotions or if you're depressed. I use this kind of training for suicidal ideology. When people are so sad that they think their life is not worth living, it's actually their brain that's telling them life is so painful that it wants to end life. But what it doesn't realize is that when we end our life, we end everything also. The brain doesn't know that. You are not your brain. You are not the thoughts you are having. You're the only creature on God's planet that has a frontal lobe. What does that mean? You can think about your thinking. You can take your thought, put it in front of you, decide, do I want to keep this one or do I want to let it go? The way you know is, does it align? Does this thought, and thoughts are like glasses, you're seeing the world through this thought. Is this thought something that I want to keep? Does it align with who I say I am? And if it does, you can keep it. But if it doesn't, it's a thoughting. So, what is a thoughting? I use that all the time. It's like a fart. If you're laughing, yes, Dr. Punjabi said a fart. The reason I want you to remember that is your brain has thoughts. It's doing its job, but those thoughts are not worthy of you and they're not intentional. They're like gas bubbles in, if you think about Sprite, and the bubbles come to the top and they pop. Some of your thoughts just rise up to the top. They're just your brain trying to protect you, and you should just let them go. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough. I shouldn't ask for a raise. What if I fail? What if I look silly? What if, right? I can't do it. Those are thoughts that are probably not aligned with the life that you want to create. So those are thoughtings, I'll call them, right? They're thoughtings, like a fart, where they just come and they stink and you can let them go. Some thoughts, you want to keep those. Thoughts that are building you, thoughts that align with who you are and who you say you are and the life you want to create. So, if you're having negative emotions, please remember you are not a brain having a spirit experience. That talking is your brain. You are the observer. In other words, you are not a body having a spirit experience. You are spirit having a body experience. And the body can feel things, sad, glad, shy. It can be outgoing, but the spirit is eternal. It was with you when you were born. It was the observer then, and it will be with you at the end. Your body, however, has changed. It's not a consistent. Do you have a different body now than when you were born? Do you have a different body now than 10 years ago? So the body changes. The brain changes. It has thoughts. But the observer is your true nature. And that can have feelings that it wants to have. It can choose what it wants to feel. So here's your brain coach with that very powerful brain bite. And if you have questions, please like us, join our Facebook group, be a part of the movement to living life with purpose and on purpose. This is your brain coach signing out.